Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Tonight's main event features two AFC North teams. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Driving gains with a run by Johnson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. Gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. He's throwing deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they're staring at 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it, and I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. First call here coming from the shotgun. First carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you the offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Taking a deep shot here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one. Operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early. Obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Johnson to start this drive. Gets it forward, still about a yard out of that. Having fired there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 19, target, 19.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. You're not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
He's brought down before the return gets far. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It's Sampson running out of the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Check smash, check smash.
Here's a throw. Brought in right side. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. It's him on the in route.
Michael, cut the TV off, please.
It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
18, tied in. Back to 6.
They'll work against the blitz. That's complete, David Njoku. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready. Craft all 80. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Pass it down close. And he's stopped as we get closer to our 1st points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
And those are the completions they rely on from your passing game.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Sampson will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot. They could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Try to run with Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Howard. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks got to keep on throwing, but boy, 0 for 4, this has been a surprisingly slow start.
Out of the gun, Howard. Completed to his running back. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. Even 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Steelers 1st down. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. Passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called, but finally...
And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown! The Steelers trim the lead to 1.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
19, 18. Mustang 19.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. And he's dropped just short of longer, maybe a yard away.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. 1st time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They've got a man in motion. We're going for this. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Buys time, rolling right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again here, Howard. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he goes, third and long. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face second down. Throwing now. Howard. Forced that to his right. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll throw, third and long. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Grant getting to pick it up. Reaches the 40. At the 20. The 10. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick six. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? And they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was gimme six.
And he won't opt to bring this one out. Just content to keep it there in the end zone. He'll start their drive at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's complete inside the 35. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's a Steelers first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's Howard, first and 10. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Second down carry for Sampson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Come on. Hit. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. And finds Sampson out of the backfield. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Cup 19. Go.
They'll throw here on first. Throw's caught. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
18, 5 here.
Throwing now on first down. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll motion Brown right. He's going to throw it again. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Give to Sampson here up the middle. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Browns hoping to take a lead going into the break. They break the huddle. It's second down now. They're throwing it. Chased out to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get some late points and the lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. Look good on the point after. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 14.
And they will kick it away here. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. Shotgun snap here to Howard. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's second down. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be third and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Bravo 80.
First and 10. Here's Howard. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
2nd and 10 now. Howard. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
On the move, headed right. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength.
He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Let's go now. 70.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup, you got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And that's incomplete. There's 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball. And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers. But that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Ready?
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Let's go!
Sampson from the pistol. And he gets this down near the 30.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
First down, play action. Oh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Dropped underneath, it's Sampson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers, 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Out of the gun, Howard. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. He finds Slayton on the slant. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down. On their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Back to throw it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Ready.
Now come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Pass the 60. Pass the 19. 19 Lions.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. That one connects. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Browns take a 3rd quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Howard to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Going again here, Howard. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he's going to be... by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now Howard to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That one hits for 30. And they'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
3rd and short, Howard. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And 4th and 4 coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That's cut beyond the marker. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Fullback's got it. Look at the power. He's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Fullback, barreled across. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
The line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set. Let's go.
They'll run with Johnson. And this nearly got there, but he hit the sideline just short. This is going to be 4th and about a yard to go.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run. And now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
70 Lions.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
7 by 2.
Working from his end zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one only gets up to about the 5-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
19 shots, 60.
Pass play now. On target here to Njoku. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And off here to Sampson. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. They're going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. 18, Pioneer.
2nd down pass play coming. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They'll motion Brown right. Trying to throw this from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Come on.
He'll throw it. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch. So give him, it looks like the 27 on that completion. They strike for 23 yards. And that's the Steelers' 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Johnson up the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a pickup up 11. They'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he is brought down just 5 yards from the end zone. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers losing by 4. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers jump in front late. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
They look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
18 Cardinal, 8.
Here he is to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Buffalo 86. Panthers
Looking to throw it. He finds the Joku, complete. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
County Lions. Check smash.
Setting up to pass. He's got it. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers make the play that should win them this game.
Our coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side, knocking down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12. Again, this is Johnson. It's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets in the first, and they can run this clock out.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They're going to pass it here. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? Shake got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.